Hey friends, Lisa here with the Hardwood Forest, and I can't wait today to chat with you about making flowers with very simple shapes. Today I'm going to chat about how many different flowers you can make from the exact same shape, and just looking at things a little bit differently when you look out in nature and you look out in flowers, and how you can manipulate different shapes to do exactly what you want. I have this die that I use a lot. Unfortunately, they discontinued it, and it's probably one of my favorites, and I'm so sorry. It's super unfortunate. But I do have an SVG and PDF file linked below that has very similar shapes that you can pretty close make the exact same things that I'm talking about today. So go ahead and check that out. It really helps support my channel and helps support my shop. So check that out, and let's go ahead and get into all of the fun different flowers you can make with simple shapes.
So let's go ahead and show you what the heck I'm talking about. Let's talk about this shape right here. This is the shape that I primarily use for my forget-me-nots. I want to kind of show you the two different versions of forget-me-nots that I've made. And if you kind of look at this flower, it is definitely like a daisy flower where you could do multiple colors, you could cut the petals up, you can change this up. So like this one, I stiffened the felt and I gave the flower some little pull on it, the petals, just to give it a little bit more dynamic. But I mean, it's the same flower, approached a little bit differently, same shape. I'm also gonna go ahead and walk you through how to make a few of these, but for now I'm just going through the shapes. So let's talk about this one down here. That shape, I do this chrysanthemum shape. So we've got all of the same petals and we're just cutting them up and making this ball shape, and then we've got them floofing out on the side here. So that's all the same shape. We've got a daisy for you right here, just your simple 2-layer daisy. You could do 1 layer of petals if you want, or 2 layers, but you got your daisies. And then real quick, I'm gonna show you a really simple folded version of kind of like a really simple azalea. So those are the flowers that just are kind of like real long and tight and just kind of come up. We've got our glue. We're literally just doing a really simple fold technique right here. Put a little bit more glue right in the middle, fold again, and kind of just pinch and make like a cone shape here. So you've got this super cute little fluffy azalea design, and then we have our other 2 daisy and chrysanthemum design. Next shape, let's talk about this bottom little daisy here. So this is where I get a little fun and creative. So we're gonna start simple, and then this flower is literally just the petals cut up and then glued on sideways, and it's a perfect little stalk accent stem that you can throw in bouquets, garlands, everywhere. It just kind of gives a little bit of height, and I really, really love this flower. But it's literally just the petals cut up. Super simple. So next we're gonna get a little bit more advanced here. We have this wildflower here, and it is just 2 layers of that petal with the petals kind of stretched and curved a little bit. Totally different look here. Okay, next we're gonna go even a little bit further. Same exact shape on our buttercups, but these ones have been curled and pushed up, and they kind of make a nice little dome shape. Same shape, but 3 completely different flower options that you can create with this. So if you found any of this helpful so far, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button right now so you don't forget to, and you're not gonna miss out on anything, because it super helps out our channel and it helps reach more people, and I don't want you guys to miss the next video. Let's get back into more designs here. Next, we're going to chat about this shape here. So I'm gonna show you 2 different flowers that I make with this one. So one is gonna be kind of like a rolled rose. So all we do here is we're gonna take our scissors and we're gonna cut out the middle. So I'm cutting about 1/4 inch in, and then literally just cutting a gigantic circle in the middle, like so. And we're gonna do that on 2 flowers. Like that. We're just cutting out the center. And then we're gonna make a long chain out of this, and we're just gonna throw a little glue here and attach our other side to it. So now you have like a really, really long loop-de-loop here. You can go bigger if you want, but I found 2 is pretty darn good. So we're gonna throw a little bit of glue here, and you're gonna start rolling it. It's a little hard to get started, but once you get it started, it's good. And then I like to kind of just keep adding some glue and then just rolling it around. And I'm just keeping the bottom line very flat and rolling. So you could keep going, you could put another layer on that, but now you have a cute little rolled rose. You can also use this shape too if you wanted to cut out the petals and make nice little like petal shapes on this. And so let's go ahead and cut this bad boy in half, and then now you can cut these petals out. Cute little heart. Like so, and then you can do like a pinched petal here. And now you have cute little daisy petals. So the next flower is going to be more like a, kind of like how we did our azalea, where we're doing a pinch and a fold. So we're going to leave one out for our base here, and then we're going to grab this, go right down the middle, and we're going to cross them. So like we're not lining up our petals, I glued that one, we're not lining them up perfectly, we're going to smoosh it over so you're seeing the bottom layer and the top layer at the same time. So we're going to do one, and we're going to put it in quarters. So we're going to pinch it and fold it in 4s. So we have 1, and we're going to do this 5 times. So for this flower you need 6 of them. I don't like to leave them flat. I like to kind of curve my bottom and manipulate it with my fingers to make it a little bit more fluffy. Oops, that one's not set yet because I'm going too fast. Okay, just keep going. That should be good now, and then I can hold this with this hand and do my next one. And I just mush it like so. So it's just, I'll show you what it kind of looks like when you just do it flat, and then you can kind of see the difference. So like this one's flat, and then this one's smushed. Like you see, there's just a little bit more, I don't know, it looks a little bit more fun. I'm gonna smush this one and make it a little bit more round. Just gives it a little bit more fluff and opens the flower up. Okay, so the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some glue on our base here. And we're gonna go around in 4s. All the way around. We're gonna put 4 all the way around, like so. There's some more glue in the middle. Throw that one in right in top. So now you just have this like fluffy, beautiful flower. This almost kind of gives me like hydrangea vibes. This would just look really cool if you did a bunch of them and kind of put them on sticks for like different, this would look really great if you put them on a bunch of different wires and then connected them for kind of like a big hydrangea. You can put it on a garland, you can put it anywhere, you could throw it on a stick, you can throw it on a headband. So this technique you could also use on this shape here, on this shape as well. All of the shapes can use this technique as well. I just really like the fullness and the bigness of this flower. So the key takeaways on this video that I want you guys to understand is that this is one die, 4 shapes that I'm using, and the idea that you have to re-look at the shapes and not just get stuck in like, okay, I'm only making a daisy and that's the only flower I'm gonna make out of this. And just kind of get creative and look at things just a little bit differently, which I think is the biggest example here. It's just like the same shape here, but 3 completely different flowers. And it's just kind of looking, the way I like to do it is I look at different flower petals or flowers in real life or pictures of real flowers, and I'm like, okay, first, how many petals do they have? Do they have 5 petals? Great, I'm gonna go to either one of my 5 petal designs to be like, how big is the flower? Do I need a lot of big gigantic petal, kind of like this one? Do I need a skinnier petal, more like this one? And then that'll kind of help me narrow it down from there. Ooh, let me show you another flower I made. So now we have, this is just a boutonniere that I'm working on. This flower right here is the same shape, but I went and cut a little bit of notches off the edges and then painted the inside to give it, you know, just the coloring that these flowers need. So again, same shape. I just added a little bit of snip in the edges here, and then snipped the outer petal shape so it wasn't just that perfect rounded shape. So it's really just thinking about really examining the flower that you're trying to create, and then use what you got to make that flower and make it a lot simpler for you instead of having to like hand cut the same shape every single time. You can definitely get what you're achieving from very basic shapes. All right, if you loved this video, if you found it helpful, let me know and hit that like and subscribe button so that way you do not miss another video on helpful tricks and tips with making fall flowers. So thanks guys, love you. I'll catch you next time.